as Tampa Bay gets ready to match up with the Buffalo Bills.
Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
Here's the punter, Bradley Pinion, on to get us started. And off we go from Tampa. This will make it into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
On first down, Allen. Quick slant to Brown. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Brings up second and 1 at the 29-yard line.
Looking to throw again on second down. Allen, he's going deep for Brown. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
And 1 yard to go.
Here's Devin Singletary. He played in this state at Florida Atlantic. And he is going to have a Bills first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1. Just a pickup of 3, but that is indeed enough. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Over the middle here to Brown. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down.
First down, Bills.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Going right side here, and that's complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is starting.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
It's a gain of 7.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Allen now on first down. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's first and goal. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, first and goal. They run here with Singletary. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Bills take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. And it's 7-0 Buffalo.
Makes the score Bills 7, Buccaneers 0. Tyler Bass.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
Brady and the Bucs now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
7. It's 4th down.
Here we go on 4th down now with Brady. Looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And he is going to score. It's a pick-6 and a Bills touchdown. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick-6, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Ski. That's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
Here's Bass now to send it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they gave up the pick-6. And now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around? He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro corner, Josh Norman.
You don't want none, get some.
And he is going to score. It's a pick-6 and a Bills touchdown.
Tyler Bass for the extra point.
So now 2 pick-6s that he's thrown in this first half of play. Where do you go from here?
Well, number one, make sure you keep your poise. Make sure you go to the sideline after throwing this second one, and you look like you're still in charge, that you're still the guy, because your team's going to feed off of you. And if you're having your hands on your head or shaking your head and walking with your head down, guess what? They're not going to rally at all.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Brady going to bring the Bucs up with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to
Now Brady to try again after the pick-6. And that is incomplete. Unable to get it to Gronkowski that time. But it'll be 2nd down.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now it's LaShawn McCoy, first carry against his former Buffalo mates. And this is going to be a Bucs 1st down as the tackle made here at the 36. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Brady now on 1st down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play, and facing a 2nd and long. From the gun, it's Brady. Airing this one out for Evans. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
58, come on. Here we go. Let me go.
Shotgun now for Brady. And he's got an open man. It's Gronkowski. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. Brady's throw there complete. Room here to run. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Rob Gronkowski, 39 yards. And the Bucs are able to cut into that deficit.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7.
Makes the score Bills 21, Buccaneers 7.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. And Roberts choosing not to bring this one out.
At their own 25-yard line.
Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
54 is mark. 54 is mark. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Rebound.
They'll run out of the gun with Singletary. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Here we go, D. Here I come again.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. That one was intended for John Brown, and it's 3rd and 5.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field that's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. From the gun, it's Allen. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Here's Allen. He completes it to the tight end, Knox. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. Going deep for Diggs. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
1st and 10.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Let's go. Tight into the right, boy. Tight into the right. Move. Everyone's got four. Four down. 58.
Throwing on first down is Brady. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Logan. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that's going to make it third down and less than a yard. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on third down.
58 Mike. 58 Mike.
Again, they'll throw with Brady. Airing this one out for Evans. And that's caught inside the 30.
Showtime today, baby.
Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans, 60 yards. And the Bucs have made this a one-score game. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now.
Makes the score Bills 21, Buccaneers 14. Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And Roberts choosing not to bring this one out.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
To throw again on second down. Allen hit. He lost the football. And the Buccaneers have it. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Brady. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And his kick is good.
That ties the game at 21 apiece. Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Ross Cockrell. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here.
49 to Mike. Check.
So after the INT, it's Brady. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Gronk that time, but it'll be second and goal.
Brings up second and goal.
Another shot from the 9 on second and goal.
Under 10, 10. Regular. Check.
Now whistles here before the snap. Looked like one of the Bucs may have moved. Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on second and goal. Working from the gun, it's Brady. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room.
A 23-yard attempt.
And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. So a late turnover leads to a quick drive, and in turn that quick drive leads to 3 points.
So someone makes a mistake, but how about the other side learning from that mistake, taking care of the ball, and making sure they put some points on the board? Well done.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away.
An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3?
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. They'll run it again with Fournette. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
He's crashing. He's checking crash. Motion.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Fournette, a first down carry. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
No gain on the
As
play.
usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10.
A toss running left, Fournette. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
down, Fournette. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. They do go for it. It's Brady airing this one out for Evans. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. Clock showing 90 seconds to go in the third. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. The left side caught by Diggs. It's a pickup of 17 on that one and a Bills first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Flush to his right. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. The 2nd and 10 now as we roll along in the third quarter from Tampa. Throwing again. Allen. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
The kick by Bass is good, and that will tie us at 24 all. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. Good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Back now in Tampa. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
They'll run it here with Logan. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 22 yards there, a first down.
At the 36-yard line.
This is Fournette. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 24-yard line. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
4-yard line.
No, 66.
Now Leonard Fournette. And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle.
He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. And hear the pressure from the outside linebacking spot.
And normally when that happens and they're able to get home, that means the other guys on his team helped him out a lot. That they occupied people to allow it to be no less than a one-on-one situation, allows him to get home.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On third down, Logan. And he's going to be marked down short of the first down, right around the 17. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. Brady to throw for it on 4th down. And no, it's incomplete. The Bucs try it on 4th down, but come up empty. And the Bills are going to get the football back. So they pass on the chance to kick the go-ahead field goal, and that may be one they're going to regret big time.
And I think the head coach is going to have some splaining to do, right? Because in this situation, you kick the field goal to give yourself that chance at victory. By going for it, maybe you're saying you don't trust your field goal kicker, or maybe he knows something we don't. Maybe the kicker's hurt. So there'll be a lot of questions in the post-game press conference.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Ross Cockrell. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. In a tie game, 4th quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations the type of plays they like to run, read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
Taken in the end zone. And Roberts choosing not to bring this one out.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. John Brown, and all the way home for a Bills touchdown. John Brown, 75 yards. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game.
His kick is good.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th.
Tyler Bass.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter.
Fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that.
Second down and 7.
Play action. Now it's Brady. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
If you want a lesson on how to defeat an offensive tackle, that was pretty textbook.
Is that a clip and save?
Yes.
That's what's going to go around the league, and people are going to watch that and say, my goodness, that's how you do it? And I feel awful for the offensive tackle because we always talk about the athleticism of that guy who just beat him. Well, you have to be athletic to try and block that guy. Just in this case, the defense won. Normally, you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. Allen to throw. He's got the connection to Cole Beasley. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. Now Allen. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. The first down screen pass, good for 5. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field.
2nd and 5 at the Buccaneers' 37-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37.
Back to throw. Allen. And Beasley with it over the middle. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 20-yard line. And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left.
So all eyes now on Tyler Bass.
2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And that's off the right upright. Thought it might sneak in, but it did not. It's no good. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away.
And this carries into the end zone. And they will play it safe here and bring this one out to the 25.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team.
Bye-bye, Beasley. And he gets this down deep into Tampa Bay territory. A huge play there in overtime. 69 yards. Now Allen. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
On second and goal, Allen, the quick slant caught. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown.
Touchdown, Buffalo.